Hola, ¿cómo están? Today we're going to start learning about a new country called Honduras. Honduras. Honduras is a kind of a small country in the middle of Central America. So Central America is kind of that skinny little group of countries that are between North America, where we live, and South America. So Honduras is kind of right in the middle of that skinny little strip of land that connects North America to South America. There's all kinds of cool things to talk about when we talk about Honduras. So there are lots of videos on my website that you can watch. You can go to the cultural videos page, and there are several videos about Honduras, so you can check it out and see what it's like. It's a really beautiful country. So here are a couple of pictures from Honduras. We have El Pirámide de Copan. El Pirámide de Copan is more than 3,000 years old. Can you believe that? More than 3,000 years old. So, more than 3,000 years ago, there were people that lived in Honduras called the Mayan people. And they were super, super smart. They knew lots of stuff about math before anybody else knew those things about math. And they knew lots of things about the stars. And they were really good at building. And so they built these pyramids, and they built them so well that even 3,000 years later, they're still standing. You can walk on them, you can touch them today. Pretty cool. So 3,000 years ago, when the Mayan people were around, this city in Honduras called Copan was one of their biggest, best cities of all. So it's a place that you can visit still today and see how people lived more than 3,000 years ago. Pretty cool. In the bottom picture, we have La Plaza de Tegucigalpa. Tegucigalpa is the capital city of Honduras. It's their biggest city. Really, really beautiful city. Honduras is a very tropical place. It's warm there all year round. And so they grow things like bananas. You can see the picture of bananas up there. And they have animals like el guacamayo, this macaw that's down at the bottom here, and all kinds of other cool tropical plants and birds and animals. Bueno, let's find out some other things about Honduras. Here we have a picture of El Parque Nacional Pico Bonito, nice big national park in Honduras. And then the final picture is of an island called La Isla de Roatan. Roatan is an island that's off the coast of Honduras. It's part of Honduras. Super, super beautiful island. We'll be talking about that a little bit later on. Bueno, voy a aprender sobre los saludos y despedidas. So we're going to be learning about saying hello and goodbye. That's what we'll talk about today. We're also going to learn about la familia, family, los amigos, friends, y una isla. We'll talk about that island of Roatán. So lots of cool things to talk about and learn as we explore Honduras. Bueno, vamos a empezar. Saludos y despedidas. Saying hello and goodbye. We have a girl that's saying, Yo me llamo Paloma. And this other girl is saying, Hola, yo me llamo Marisol. I bet you know what those mean. First girl saying, My name is Paloma. Paloma is a really common name in Spanish, but it actually means dove. So her name is Dove. And the other girl is saying, Hello, my name is Marisol. So when we introduce ourselves in Spanish, we say, Me llamo, me llamo. Bueno, let's try it with some new friends here. ¿Cómo te llamas tú? What's your name? Yo me llamo Kate. Yo me llamo Becky. And that really is my first name. Yo me llamo Becky. I don't really look like that, but there's a girl with my same name. Yo me llamo Becky. So notice that when we say our name in Spanish, we don't say me llamo es Becky or me llamo es Kate. Sometimes people make that mistake because they think that me llamo means my name. And so then they want to add the word is. My name is Becky. Me llamo es Becky. But that's not what me llamo means in Spanish. Me llamo actually means I call myself. I call myself. So we don't need to add the word is to the sentence. We just say, me llamo Becky. Okay? If you said, me llamo es Becky, do you know what people will probably call you? Es Becky. They're going to think that that's part of your name, just like a name like Isabel has the word is in the front of it, right? They're going to think that that's part of your name. So just be careful not to say the word is. When you introduce yourself, you say, yo me llamo, and then just say your name. So, yo me llamo Señora Clausen, or yo me llamo Emily, or yo me llamo Daniel, something like that. So if I ask you the question, ¿Cómo te llamas tú? What would you say? ¿Cómo te llamas tú? Yo me llamo. Say your name. Just as easy as that. Perfecto. So our friends Kate and Becky are sisters, and they're going to be traveling with us to all different Spanish-speaking countries this year. And we'll be learning about lots of different things in those countries, and we'll also be learning some Spanish with them. So right now, they're in Honduras, and they are visiting El Pirámide de Copan. So here's what they do when they visit. Kate y Becky visitan Copan. Kate and Becky are visiting Copan. Hola, yo me llamo Carlos. ¿Cómo te llamas tú? Hola, yo me llamo Kate. Yo me llamo Becky. Adiós. 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 I bet you could understand that whole conversation, right? So first the man says, hello, my name is Carlos. What's your name? And Kate says, hello, my name is Kate. And Becky says, my name is Becky. And when they say goodbye, they say, adiós. Adiós. Sometimes people make the mistake of saying the word adiós, and they make it sound like it has 3 syllables instead of only 2. Have you ever heard somebody say adios, amigos? Okay, that's not quite right. Adios is too many syllables. The word actually only has 2 syllables, so it sounds like this. Adios, adios. Do you hear the difference between adios and adios? Adios. Sounds a little funny to Spanish speakers if we add that extra syllable in there and say adios. So just be careful how you pronounce that one. It's adios. Adios. We use that word when we're saying goodbye to somebody for the last time. Like we think that we're probably never going to see that person again. So Kate and Becky are here on vacation visiting Copan. They'll probably never see this guy Carlos ever again. So it's okay to say adios to that person because it's probably a definite thing that they won't see him again. But if I was going to see you again another time, I would use a different way to say goodbye. Like if I think I'm going to see you tomorrow, I'm going to say to you, hasta mañana, see you tomorrow, hasta mañana. If I think I'm going to see you a little bit later, maybe even in the same day, I would say, hasta luego, see you later, hasta luego. Or I can use a word like ciao, that just means bye. But adios has the idea of this is permanent. I'm not really ever going to see you again. So I wouldn't say that at the end of a school day, for example, because I know I'm going to see you again tomorrow. So at the end of school, I wouldn't say adios because it makes it sound like I'm never going to see you again. I would say hasta luego or hasta mañana when I know that I'm going to see that person again soon. Bueno, let's practice some of these things. Escucha y repite. Listen and repeat. Ready? I'll say it in Spanish and you say it after me. Hola. Adiós. Muy bien. Now see if you remember these people's names. What would we say for this first girl? We would say to her, Hola, Becky. Hola, Becky. How about the second girl? Do you remember her name? Adiós, Kate. Adiós, Kate. Muy bien. Bueno. ¿Qué recuerdas? What do you remember from our story? Dice ordena, ordena, order. Put these pictures in order. Are they in the correct order right now? Does picture number 1 come first and picture number 2 come second? I think they're backwards. I think this one is actually picture number 1. And what are those people saying to each other? Hola. ¿Cómo te llamas? Yo me llamo Carlos. Yo me llamo Becky. They're meeting each other. So we say hola in the first part of a conversation. And then the other picture, picture number 2, they're saying what to each other? Adios, adios. So the first part of a conversation is hola, ¿cómo te llamas? And the last part of the conversation is adios, adios. Bueno, sí o no? Sí o no? Tell me if this is true or false. In this first picture, are they saying adios to each other, do you think? Kind of looks like it. Kind of looks like they're waving goodbye. See, they're saying adios, adios. How about in picture number 2? Do you think that Becky is saying hola? No, it doesn't look like she's saying hola. It looks like maybe she's saying yo me llamo Becky. See? Yo me llamo. She's pointing to herself. Yo me llamo Becky. How about in picture number 3? Do you think that these people are saying ¿Cómo te llamas? Yo me llamo Carlos. Do they look like they're meeting each other for the first time? See, they could be greeting each other for the first time and they're shaking hands. Usually, when you tell somebody your name for the first time, they'll shake your hand. When you're talking to a Spanish speaker, they'll shake your hand. Muy bien. Bueno, hola y adios. So let's try those words one more time. Hola, adios. Perfecto. Okay, those are 2 of the most important words in Spanish. And I bet you knew those 2 words already, but since they're so important, we got to make sure that we say them really, really well. Notice that the word hola begins with the letter H, but we're not saying that letter H. Remember that in Spanish, the letter H is silent. It doesn't make any sound. And so we don't say hola, we say hola, hola. We don't pronounce the H at all. And then notice that in the word adios, there's a little line over the letter O. Do you see that little line? That's called an accent mark. And that tells us to say that part of the word a little bit more strongly than the rest of the word. So instead of saying adios, we're saying adios. Hear how I'm saying the OS part a little bit louder than the beginning part of the word? Adios, adios. So when we see those little accent marks, that will help us out to know how to pronounce it. It tells us where to put the stress on a word. Stress means say it a little bit louder and a little stronger right there. Adios, adios. Muy bien. Señora y señor. So you hear me say that my name is Señora Clausen. So if you are a girl and you are a Mrs., you are Señora. So when I say Señora Clausen, that means Mrs. Clausen. So you don't have to call me Mrs. Señora Clausen, right? That's saying the same thing twice. Mrs. in Spanish means Señora. Señora. So she's saying, Hola, Señora Flores. She's saying, Hello, Mrs. Flores. Okay, she doesn't say Mrs. Señora Flores, just Señora Flores. Hola, Señora Flores. And if you're a man, you say Señor. Adiós, Señor Reyes. Goodbye, Mr. Reyes. So that's our friend Carlos. His last name is Reyes. So he is Señor Reyes. Señor Reyes. So if you're talking to a woman, you call her Señora. If you're talking to a man, you call him Señor. Okay? If you know their last name, you can add that to the words Señora or Señor, like you call me Señora Clausen. Or we can call this man Señor Reyes. Or we could talk about Señor Arango, right? Mr. Arango. If you don't know the person, though, like say you're in a grocery store and you don't know the person's name, but you still want to say, like, hello, sir, or hello, ma'am, and you just want to be polite, you could call a woman señora without adding a name to the end. You could just say, hola, señora. It's like saying, hello, ma'am. Or if it's a man that you don't know their name, you could say, hola, señor. Hola, señor. Hello, sir. Okay, and that's okay too. That's a really common thing to hear in Spanish. You'll often hear people use the words señor and señora when they don't know the person's name. Okay, and they just want to be polite. And they don't want to just be like, hey, you. They'll say, hola, señor, or hola, señora. So now you try it. What do we say in picture number 1? Hola, señora. Hola, señora. Hola, señora Flores. And what do we say in picture number 2? Adiós. Adiós, señor. Adiós, señor Reyes. Muy bien. So, easy words for us today, but very, very, very important words. I don't think I've ever had a conversation in Spanish and not used the word hola. You have to say hello, and that's the only way we have in Spanish to say hello. Hola. So, really, really important to remember those words, hola and adiós. So now we're going to take a look in our workbook. So we're going to open up to page number 1, número uno, la página uno, and we have a maze to do. So we have 2 girls, and I think those 2 girls are saying hello to each other because they're kind of walking towards each other. And then we have Carlos and this other girl, I think they're saying goodbye because the girl looks like she's maybe turning away from Carlos and she's saying goodbye to him. So, can we find our way through the maze? Let's start with the 2 girls, Becky and her friend, waving to each other saying, hola. Can we get from those 2 girls to the word hola? Can you find your way through the maze? Here we go. Did you get to hola? There's a couple different ways you could go, as long as you make it all the way over there to hola. Perfect. And then these other guys, what are they saying to each other? Carlos and this other girl are saying adios. Adios. Can you find your way over to adios somehow? It's okay if you crossed the lines of what you already did. Can you get to adios? Ready? Adios. Lots of different paths you could take again. So it doesn't matter which path you chose, as long as you make it all the way over to adios. Hola. Adios. Hola. Adios. Bueno, here's our last page for today. Página número 2, page number 2. We've got encierra en un círculo, señora o señor. So we're going to circle, is this person a señor or señora? So picture number 1, señor, señora. Señora, señora. How about número 2, picture number 2? Señor, señor. Número 3, picture number 3. Señor, señor. And número 4? Señora. Perfecto. Nice and easy today. Facilísimo. Nice and easy. Hola, adiós, señor, señora. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo. So nice, easy words today, but these are really, really important words. Words that we will use in Spanish over and over again. So make sure that you're practicing those. So there's lots of different ways that you can practice on my website. Remember that you can watch the videos about Honduras on the cultural videos page. You can also make a Flipgrid video of yourself talking. I would love to hear how you're speaking Spanish and be able to hear your voice saying the words hola and adios and como te llamas and me llamo. So you can make a Flipgrid video on my website, which is a video that you make of yourself that you can send to me, and then I can hear you speaking Spanish. There's also lots of games that you can play to practice these words, hola and adios, and all of our greeting words. So you can practice those on the games page. And there's also videos and songs that you can listen to help you practice these words too. And so you can find those on the videos page. So tons of stuff for you to do. You could make a video, watch a video, Um, you can play games, lots of different things. So make sure that you keep practicing so that you don't forget these really important words. Perfecto. Next time, we'll talk a little bit more about Honduras and we'll learn about la familia. Muy bien. Hasta luego. Ciao.